Hello everyone, and welcome to Omen Exitio Plague. Stumbled upon this game on Game Jolt, and it apparently combines the old game book genre of games with the world of H.P. Lovecraft. And to me that sounds fantastic. And I figured I'd give it a go here, and I want to bring you along for the ride. So, without further ado, let's start a new game then. So let's see. Colonialism is the control or governing influence of a nation over a dependent country, territory, or people. During the late 1800s, Africa faced European imperialist aggression, diplomatic pressures, military invasions, and eventual conquest and colonization. At the same time, African societies put up various forms of resistance against the attempt to colonize their countries and impose foreign domination. The Anglo-Zanzibar War was just one of many examples of such resistance. Okay. Nope. Zanzibar, 22nd, June 1896. Your name is Eric McLean, and you are one of the youngest cartographers in the English Royal Navy. It's late June 1896, and there are some rumors about a conspiracy by the Omen people against the English army. Your ship is slowly approaching the coast of Ngui. After a quiet trip from Matumbini Island, okay, so we can either get some rest and get changed, or walk over to the commander's tent. Let's go visit the commander. Okay. The commander wants you to search for water springs in the area where he wants to set up camp. You have a lot on your mind, and you're starting to feel the desire to see the English coast again. Your fellow soldiers welcome you on the beach, and after a few days of silent marching, you reach the mission camp. You don't have much time to rest, as you'll have to put together an exploration team on the day following your arrival. First Mate Carter. Good day, sir. I'm First Mate Carter. Since we don't have much time, I took the liberty of putting together an exploration party for you. You don't know all the men he's chosen. I'd rather choose the members of my squad. You start talking with Lloyd, the scout. He seems able and smart. You end up talking about the road ahead, and how you'll need to find provisions under the hot sun. Lloyd, sir, I think I'm beginning to miss the fog. You start laughing when the soldier approaches you. Soldier, sir, the commander wants this done as soon as possible. He thinks you may be wasting time. You decide the scout seems good enough, and accept the rest of the team as recommended by the first mate. Okay. Night falls on the first day of the exploration mission. The 8 soldiers are pitching the tents, and the scout is lighting a campfire. The interpreter, an old bearded man, is sitting on a rock. He keeps to himself, murmuring his prayers even while walking. His eyes are elusive, and he's a little creepy, but you feel you can trust him. Lloyd, the scout, takes care of a beautiful black wirely Turk named Thunder, the only horse in the company. You climb on the wagon and choose what meal will be cooked. The soldiers are very young, some even younger than you, and the dinner is accompanied by laughter and songs. The glee distracts you from your nervousness. When you decide it is time to go to sleep, and who will take first watch, you notice that the only ones that haven't been laughing are Lloyd and the interpreter. Let's talk to Lloyd. Eric, it seems like you prefer horses over men. Can I speak freely, sir? Of course. The men are having fun. It's unfair for Thunder to be left alone and bored. He's a member of the team, and I think this horse has an important role in our expedition. You are most certainly correct. You smile in silence. Get some rest, Lloyd. I need you to be alert tomorrow. Aye, sir. I will try to relax. I wish I could order myself to sleep. As you watch the scout moving towards his tent, you wish you could do the same yourself. Maybe you can talk to the interpreter first. Okay, let's go say hi. You don't like to sing? Saeed. I'm sorry if... Okay. I like to sing. I just don't like to sing like that. What kind of singing do you prefer? I like to sing the songs of my people. Songs who please the spirits of the night. Not something that can disturb the slumber of our ancient ones. You laugh. Yes, they're noisy, and not much in tune. Saeed doesn't seem in the mood for joking. We have a lot of marching to do tomorrow. I suggest you get some rest. As you command. I guess we'll go to sleep then. You spent some time lying awake, looking at the canvas of the tent that you can see in the dark. The sleep has turned away while the bad feelings are back. The night is so full of noises. You may have fallen asleep at some point, but you don't remember when it happened. Wakened dreams become confused. You remember shadows, many dark shadows over you. They're moving around, looming over your cot. You remember the sweat on your body and how it became difficult to breathe. It seems you woke up and fell back asleep several times during the night. A strange anguish weighed on you. You remember the strange shapes of the shadows. They seemed human, but you remember too many arms, too long and moving unnaturally. You remember thinking about an octopus while you felt the shadows close to grabbing you. You scream when a hand touches you. Sir, we need you outside. He's Langley, or maybe Ward. You don't remember every soldier's name. He's come to wake you up because something is happening outside. You hear upset voices outside your tent. Simmons, another soldier, is waiting for you. His boots are dirty, and he looks pretty shaken. I went to pee, sir. It was down, and I was sleepy, so I didn't notice it at first. What is it that you didn't notice, soldier? Awful, sir. There's awful all around the camp. Let's inspect. The soldier's face pales, then he nods. Yes, sir. You quickly change your clothes, and in a few steps, the soldier brings you to the place. It stinks, and it's disgusting, but the offal isn't just there at random. It seems like there's some kind of logic in its arrangement. You're watching around when Saeed, the interpreter, comes up from his tent and starts yelling something in his language. Then you see them. There are weird symbols on your tent, and on some other tents as well. They are red, seem to be marked with blood. Let's examine. While soldiers try to examine the symbols, you move close to your tent to examine them by yourself. Let's observe. Success. You look at the symbols on your tent. They remind you of Egyptian hieroglyphs, but many shapes seem unnatural. You can identify stylized men and women, maybe some animals that you can't recognize. Some symbols may be letters or words. It is clear this was done with a specific purpose, and not by accident. Is it that a message marked on the tent? Is it some kind of spell, or a curse? You choose to keep these thoughts to yourself, to avoid upsetting the soldiers. You start marching when Saeed comes closer. Saeed, we need to change our path. This... Do you know what happened here, Saeed? Not really. But you have an idea. I can see it. It is a threat. We entered a dangerous territory. Savages. They are savages. Who? I don't know if they have a name. But they are scary. And cruel. Inhumans. You think about his words. You look at the map. 2 paths lie ahead. You can venture into the forest ignoring the interpreter, or take a narrow path by the coast that bypasses the trees. If you choose the coast, you'll have to ditch the wagon, leaving ammo, drugs, and supplies behind. Oh, what's this? Oh, so this is our character then. And we have traits. Our fighting, our observation, medicine, agility, and speechcraft. Okay, what's over here? This is our map. So this is where we have to choose where we want to go. We can either leave the wagon behind and take the path on the coast, or keep the wagon and move through the forest. We're gonna go through the coast. The path along the coast reveals beautiful landscapes, but the soldiers are in the mood for sightseeing. They don't know why you decided to divert from the original path, and after the morning events they're becoming suspicious. And they sure aren't happy for leaving the wagon. You are unhappy too, both about the wagon and for deciding to listen to the fear that Saeed instilled in you. The path narrows several times, often forcing you to walk in a line. After a few hours, you're facing a collapsed cliff portion. You know what? I'm gonna have to end this part here then. I'm liking this story so far. It is combining the Lovecraftian universe and, well, just classic games, classic choose-your-own-adventure style games. I'm enjoying it. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.